So this here is probably, I don't know, maybe a foot, a little over a foot, maybe a foot and a half. So I'm rigging these up. And this here, I want to show you something. So this here is a little 7-knot circle. That's from real catnappers. You guys see that? Called a hostage hook. Now, we all know, I use the real catnappers rods. So we're now gonna put on Steve's line of hooks and give them a shot today. Also, what I'm doing in that 1.5 feet of leader, I'm just putting on a 3-inch peg float. Little 3-inch peg float. You can get those from Tackle Bandit. Nate Davis out in Oklahoma. If you don't know what Tackle Bandit is, you'll see it right here. And if you don't know what real catnappers is, they got rods and hooks. You'll see that right there. So check it out, guys. And as you can see behind me here, it's real catnappers rods. It's one of my favorite rods is the Assassin rod. Perfect tip on there. First quarter of that is sensitive. It's got plenty of backbone. That's good for channel cats, flatheads, blue cats. To me, it's the perfect rounded rod as much as I can get. So Steve put a lot of time into building this rod. We converse back and forth on these rods, and we try to figure out the best ways to do this stuff. So as you can see, I got a, how I'm setting this up is that 2-ounce draggers that I build. You might have seen an earlier video of that, right on to what I just showed you guys. I'm gonna start out, hard to see me because I got the sun behind me. We got some cut shad here. That's what we're gonna start with today, some cut shad. We're getting ready to throw that on. Now we're dragging about 0.45. I might speed it up a little bit. Throw those out and we're pulling them on. We're only allowed to run 2 rods in Ohio, so I got one on each side of the boat. They're approximately 8-9 feet apart at this point. As you can see, one on the corner right there, one on the other corner. So the lake is full of bass fishermen this morning, so we'll see how the day turns out. They're already yelling at each other over there. I don't know if you can see that. But there was a guy kind of speeding across there in a no-wake zone, and guys are out there bass fishing. So they're yelling at each other. That's fine as long as they don't yell at me. It'll be all good. But anyway, guys, like I said, go back to it. I just sped it up too much there. We're up almost 0.9. Slow that down a little bit. Here, I'll show you. You can see that right there. We're at 0.6. That's a nice little speed right there. 0.58. It's still dropping a little bit just because I bumped it down. But I see no fish right this minute. But we're going to drop off into a little area up here and hopefully some fish start popping up. So I think it dropped the temperature a little bit because we had a bunch of cold rain for quite a few days. So this is going to be the first warmer, calmer day that we've had in a while. So we'll see what happens, guys. But to go back to what I was saying, sorry, I stopped that a little bit, but to go back to what I was saying, I'm running these rods about 9 feet apart. So normally if I had somebody else with me, I'd be running planer boards, you know, a couple rods on each side, a planer board going out that way, planer board going that way, then 2 rods down the center. If there was 2 of us, because that'd be 4 rods, like I said. here in Ohio, unless you're up in Lake Erie or on the higher river, you can only run 2 rods, and then if you're on Lake Erie or on the higher river, you can run 3 with a Ohio fishing license. So that's the bad part about Ohio. Bad part about Ohio. It's a good part and bad part. I don't need to run 15 rods, but I would love to have 4 out across the rear of my boat here. So if you ever come to Ohio, just remember that 2 rods is all you're allowed to run. And we got one on there, guys. Yeah, we got one. Very big, but easy fish. He smacked pretty good. There you go, guys. First fish. He took it. Put this guy back out. Look at that. Look at that right there. Go on there. Moving with it. Smack that real nice. I'm going to throw him back so I can get the rock water. Now while we're dragging here, let me bump that up a little bit. The wind kind of stopped me. While we're dragging here, let's talk. I'm going to tell you about these hooks. As you can see, I caught a couple fish already. These are the 7/0 hostage hooks from Real Catnappers. You can go to the website and get them. But I wanted to show you. That's a nice hook. And I was trying to size down hooks a little bit on these channel cats because I'm used to running a little bit bigger hook. And I like running a little bit bigger hook because you never know what's going to grab. But the problem is sometimes think more about the fish. We eye hook these fish. It goes through and it goes through their eye. And I want to try to get away from that. And these hostage hooks, they seem like they're about a size or two smaller than like a 7/0 mustad or something like that. So that is, I would say it's almost like like a 5 or a 6/0, not quite a 7. I would say more like a 5 maybe. But it's a perfect size that Steve has got for these channel cats. And I think they work great. I mean, don't get me wrong, that'll hook a big old flathead too. But what I'm saying is, guys, I'm trying to get away from eye hooking these fish. But if you're interested in a good, it's got a good offset to it too. As you can see, it's got the straight eye here. And you know, either you like a straight eye or you don't. I'm a fan of the straight eye. Octopus is okay, but I'm a fan of the straight-eyed hook. So if you're looking for something for channel cats, that might be the way for you to go, guys. It holds got a nice little pocket in it and stuff here. That'd be a great hook for a lot of fish, but I'm just saying, if you want to size down a little bit for your channel cats, you get away from 9 and 10/0 and 12/0 hooks and stuff like that. These 7/0s from Real Catnappers should work perfectly for you. So check it out, guys. realcatnappers.com. Of course, you can see it right here. I love the rods. That's just how it is. Most of you know that, but if you want to go to a place where you can get hooks, rods all at the same time, or if you order rods, you can order some hooks to come along in the box, the tube that it comes in. Steve will throw them right in there. It might not be a bad idea, guys, to try something new. Nice little kitty right there. I can hold on to him. He hit that hard, he took it on down. Just let him go. The little guy, but we got him without damaging an eyeball. We got a few. I'm leaving the boat ramp now. We got a few, but it was a good time either way. I don't care. I was on the water. Anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Maybe next time we can get a little bit busier video, get into something a little more better. Maybe get down on the river on some flatheads or something. But as of right now, we got what we got.